Hey there, everyone, and welcome back. We're here to do another Naked Drafts archetype video. Today we're going to be talking about, as you can see, blue-white flyers. One of my favorite all-time archetypes in general in the limited format, and one of the strongest, if I'm going to be completely honest, in Coreset 2021. I really love this archetype. It's got plans for tempo, it's got plans for beatdown. If you get enough early flyers, early game, it's going to be very difficult for your opponent to catch up. So let's talk about some of the things that make this deck work. Since we're talking draft, we're going to talk commons and uncommons. If you look at this deck list here, this deck list went 7-0, and I'm going to have the draft follow this little segment, of course, but all of it is common or uncommon, making this a very accessible archetype. And even then, the uncommons aren't game breaking necessarily. You still have a lot of strength in your commons in blue and white. So let's start with uncommons. So to start, we've got Aven Gagglemaster. It doesn't seem like a lot, but 5 mana 4/3 with flying is quite enough all on its own, let alone the fact that this can swing entire games by allowing you to erase your opponent by gaining 2 life for each creature on the field with flying, which typically for me was at least 6 life. And you might think, oh man, 6 life, that's not such a big deal. It really is, and it really can change the entire game. Up next is Tide Skimmer. Now, what's really strong about this card, despite being a 2/3 flyer, is that once it hits the battlefield, if you are able to attack with 2 or more flyers, you get to draw a card. It doesn't have to be Tide Skimmer. So what wins limited games? Card advantage. And Tide Skimmer in this archetype is extremely strong. Also a 4-drop, we've got Falconer Adept. Whenever this guy attacks, it creates a 1/1 flyer. Now, why is that good? Well, because it triggers some of our other abilities, like when it comes into play, it gives +1/+1 to our Watcher of the Spheres. It gives us more evasion, and oftentimes we can give Falconer Adept some sort of evasion either through Gale Swooper or give it a big enchantment like Dub that makes people hesitant to block it. And it just keeps generating value over and over and over again. And again, card advantage is what wins games in Limited. And then the last uncommon that I really want to talk about here is Watcher of the Spheres. Watcher of the Spheres is game breaking, and as you can see, we got 2 of these in this draft deck today. A 2-drop, 2/2 flyer by itself is extremely strong. It makes future flyers cheaper, and whenever those future flyers come into play, it gets +1/+1. So that includes the birds that Falconer Adept makes. That includes all your cheaper little creatures that you're playing after this guy. And he is a great tempo card for this deck. In the common slot, we've got things like Mistral Singer, a nice 2/2 flying body for 3 with prowess, which kind of hybridizes us a little bit with the prowess archetype, which typically falls into the red-blue category. But we still take advantage of it sometimes. You know, we can get our Basri Solidarity out, our Revitalize, our Swift Response. Any removal also helps to pump it up just a little bit more, because that little tiny bit of damage is what's going to count in the end. After that, we've got Gale Swooper, another 4-slot, 3/2 flyer, but with the added bonus of giving flight to one of your other creatures, like I said, Falconer Adept, that can help you fly across the opponent's field. Celestial Enforcer is one of the linchpins of the deck. It acts as both removal, it acts as tempo, it allows you to hold back a larger army. And as you can see in this draft deck in particular, we drafted 5 of them. And that's just because we were not competing at all for any of these cards. We had some really great cards in this draft, but 5 Celestial Enforcers is still too much. When you've got this many flyers, you want 2 at most, because you're not going to be using that to pressure the opponent. You're going to be using that to either hold them back or to tap out a key reach creature or another flyer, like Stinkweed Imp, for example. But absolutely vital to the deck. In the last 2 slots, we've got Roaming Ghostlight and Sky Scanner. Roaming Ghostlight, great tempo, great card advantage. Make them pay twice, time walk them, set them back a turn by giving yourself a 3/2 flyer. Absolutely great card. If you see it, I'd take it over removal. It's just that good. And then last but not least, Sky Scanners, they wheel a lot. They come around, everybody sees a 1/1 flyer for 3, and they're like, ugh. But let me tell you, despite its vulnerability as an artifact, drawing a card means it's paid for itself already. You played a card, and you got a card. And in the meantime, you've got this body that you can put Dub or any of the other enchantments on that can swing across the field for more damage. Or Basri's Acolyte can pump it up. Or Solidarity can pump it up. All these cards synergize so well. And that brings me to the honorable mentions, right? Daybreak Charger. It's a 2-mana 3/1. A lot of people pass this up because a 3/1 isn't wonderful. But at the same time, no one wants to trade their more expensive 3 toughness creature for this 3/1 that you played on turn 2. And if you played it on turn 2, giving a flyer +2/+0, possibly, then you got even more value out of it. At the same time, I've slowed rolled these before, played them turn 3 on my Watcher of the Spheres, played them on turn 3 on my Concordia Pegasus, gotten that extra damage, and still had something that's going to trade with a relatively tough boy, if you know what I mean. Basri's Acolyte, I draft this over any of the uncommons in the deck, and I'm telling you why. If flyers dry up, if the good white cards and blue cards in this archetype dry up, Basri's Acolyte by itself can win games. All you have to do is go wide, pump things up, and then you've still got a lifelinking 2/3 on the field. Lifelink can swing games. Finally, last but not least, we didn't actually put it in our deck, but in absence of things like Basri Solidarity, we could use Warded Battlements. All of our creatures fly. All of our creatures jump over the opponent's creatures, and when they're attacking, this gives them an extra +1/+0, which can really act like a glorious anthem in the end, which is quite efficient in Limited. The reason we didn't go with Warded Battlements this draft deck is because we drafted 2 Mistral Singers. The Prowess really wants more non-creature spells. That's why we opted for a couple Basri Solidarity as opposed to Warded Battlements. This ends up being Glorious Anthem if you play it right. It doesn't act like it for future creatures, of course, but for a low price, you get to pump up all your creatures permanently. And it has the added benefit of activating Prowess. Now, there's other cards in here, little support cards. You want some ways to interact with your opponents. You want some card draw. You've got Revitalized, Swift Response. You've got Vryn Wingmare, which it's not a bad body. And we opted to keep it in because we don't have a lot of non-creature spells. And it could really only hurt our opponents. Most of our non-creature spells were super cheap. All of them fell in the 2-drop category. So I would pick this, but I wouldn't pick this over some of the other commons and uncommons in this deck. That being said, let's move on to the actual draft, where we went 7-0 with this archetype. If you guys are just joining us, feel free to drop a follow and say hello. You guys could be entered for a chance to win a pack of Double Masters. We're coming pretty close to affiliate, and now that I'm close, I'm kind of stoked to try and get it. But it's just a simple and free, easy way to support the channel if you guys have time. Wow, okay. Primal Might is good. Watcher of the Spheres is really good. Look at all this. Thinking that some of this will wheel, right? Heartfire is good. Prowess. I think the best one here is Watcher of the Spheres. Roaming Ghostlight's really good. Out of all this, See the Truth. Just not a fan. Let's try and go blue-white flyers today. You guys want to force blue-white flyers? Because I like blue-white flyers. Best card in this pack. Best card in this pack. Liliana's Devotee is quite good. Sanctum is quite good. But I think I like the Sky Scanner the best. More flyers. All flyers, all day. Plus it draws a card. Let's do it. I like fast, evasive decks. It's only pick 3, so if we end up grabbing something else, it's fine. Alright, Gnarled Sage is there. Basri Solidarity seems pretty good in a deck that flies over other stuff. Let's stick with that. Falconer Adept is also quite good. But there's another Sky Scanner, Daybreak Unicorn. Let's keep with the Falconer. Definitely run over stuff. Roman Ghostlight also bounces stuff, which is pretty cool. Look at that art. I never noticed the chains before. That's pretty cool. It broke free of its bonds. Alright, what else we got? Celestial Enforcer is quite good in a blue-white flyers deck. Keep in mind its tapping ability is only available if you have flyers. Card draw plus life gain, sure. Heavy in that 2-drop spot again. Heavy in the 2-drops. That's alright. We're not seeing a lot of blue, and we're seeing them pass a lot of black. We'll see how it goes. Keep an eye out for a blue-white tap land, because that would be very nice for us. Who's holding us up? There's somebody here. Yep, there it is. Moral. You're the analysis paralysis guy. Ooh, look, somebody's playing Buckethead. Burnt Biscuit is Buckethead. I love it. Oh, so, again, don't forget about the Double Masters giveaway. But while everybody is just thinking so hard about their cards to pick, what do you guys think? Ooh, even Gaggle Master. Yes, please. What a pack. That's how you know we're in the right spot. Lofty Denial would be good, but Gale Swooper is better. Counterspells are always 1 for 1. Battlements is quite good. Gives all of our attacking creatures +1/+0. Oh man. We've got gas here, guys. Get some Pegasi. Let's get it going. Man, I really want to take a break and go get some cookies. Valorous Steed is a maybe. It's a 5/5, essentially. I don't know if I want to play more than one. We'll see. They're both going in there. Defiant Strike. Maybe. It cycles. Does an extra point of damage and it cycles, so... Might be worth it. Might not. It's still just pack 1. But look at the amount of value we got from pack 1 in this archetype, right? Even Gaggle Master alone can swing whole games. Wow. Rookie mistake is... It's possible that it could, you know, set up something. Alright, Veto, Silver Smoke Ghoul, Read the Tides, cancel. Got nothing too great in this pack here. I think the best is probably Read the Tides. Looking at this, Miscast is meh. Veto's a very good card. I mean, we could try and just, you know, splice it in. You guys want to try and just maybe grab it in? We'll see. Oh, boy. I think here we take the Singer, but man, Terror of the Peak's getting passed. That's crazy talk. Man, I wanted Rare Draft, but I think I have 4. I think my deck will be better if I just have a Mistral Singer. Did I take the... Oh, I didn't. Oh, man. What do you guys think? Singer, Riddle Form, Hellkite Punisher, all that's really good. Maybe we want to go into red instead of blue. Let's take the Terror of the Peaks. That seems incredibly strong. More flyers. More water battlements. Volcanic Geyser is pretty good, especially if we're going to end up going red. It's really the choice here is Watcher of the Spheres and Roaming Ghostlight better than all of our white cards? Or do we go Volcanic Geyser and hope for more white? Because we can take the Capture Sphere, but there's all kinds of stuff in this format that gets rid of stuff. Let's take the Volcanic Geyser. I feel like we're about to get a lot of red value. And look at all the white value, too. I think Enforcer here again is pretty good. All we need is 1 flyer for that to work. Can't believe somebody passed, because this was pick 2? They must be hard sold on whatever colors they're running, and they're not red. for that pick one of pack 2 not to get picked. Wow. But that's the kind of thing, like, you see a Terror of the Peaks and a Volcanic Geyser, you know you're about to get past a bunch of red stuff. They're not going to pick red out of the packs that you're taking. Oh, tutelage, though. But no, we got Pegasi. We'll take that. Curving is good. Who doesn't love to curve? Swerve and curve. What would be good with you? Big, beefy boys would be pretty good, but basically anything. Anything coming into play is good. Another Watcher. Good lord. I mean, I'd rather splash for the Watcher of the Spheres than... Oh, man, I don't know. That is a tough call, guys. I wanted that blue-red land, too, but it could wheel. It could wheel. Is that our boy? Yeah, look at this. Everybody, Jen, you work at a friendly local game store. How much would you hate this dude right now? Just sitting there with 6 packs waiting on him. I would just be like... Homie, come on. I like the land. Non-creature spells cost 1 more. Don't have a lot of non-creature spells. Mistral Singer is quite good. This is a good value pack. Bryn Wingmare goes quite well in our deck. Most of our stuff is creatures. Let's take this. I really want that Windscarred Crag, but it has a chance to wheel. Oh, I should have taken that. I don't think that this is good in multiples, whereas Celestial Forcer, I have 2. But hey. Why not? Am I right? Why not? I think this is our first pack, which I don't see a lot of wonderful things here. I think Burn Bright might have a place in this deck. Oh, these are wheeling. We'll take them since they're wheeling. They didn't take the first one. They're definitely taking the second one. Yeah. You guys see this? You guys see this? Mortared Battlements again. Fairy Master of Time. Kieran Dryad. Tidal Skimmer. Another Roaming Ghostlight. I don't think that the Planeswalkers are wonderful. What's my curve looking like? I've got 17 creatures, though. Can make a bunch of our flyers cheaper. Roaming Ghostlight seems pretty good for tempo. Tide Skimmer seems really good for... I think this is going to wheel. I bet that's going to wheel. So let's take the Tide Skimmer. And you guys let me know. Let me know if you see it. If you see the Roaming Ghostlight go around in another 7 packs, we'll see if we can get it. 7 of those cards from that pack will wheel. Roaming Ghostlight is just really good. But man, I honestly don't know what to say. We've got... What the fuck? People are passing things like Massacre Worm? Wildwood Scourge? Turn to Slag? What is this dude playing? I really want to know. Massacre Worm. I mean, I can't splash that. I don't have it yet. I do have it. I just... Temple of Triumph seems like it would be pretty good in our deck, and nothing else here is really screaming at me, although Basri Solidarity would be pretty good. Let's take a mana fixer that, you know, gives us some gems, lets us scry. Another Gaggle Master. At this point, we've got lots of creatures. Maybe a dub? No, let's just keep the threats. they've got removal. They've got to keep spending it. Ugh, we take the Basri's Acolyte. Easy. Easy pick. Basri's Acolyte is just super easy pick. Oh, do we want another Enforcer? Do we want another Burn Bright? I think that red is not going to make it, guys. I just don't see it making it. We've got so much other good stuff. I'll take the Enforcer here. Light of Promise. Wow. That has potential. We don't have a lot of life gain, but it has potential. What do you guys think? I think battlements here. Secure the scene, tranquil light, swift response. Celestial Enforcer again. We're going to have to cut Celestial Enforcers. A Daybreak Charger is really aggressive, but I don't know. Basri Solidarity. Wield? Alright. Another Enforcer. We could have 5 Celestial Enforcers, y'all. I don't think that that's wonderful. But having 4, good lord. Good lord, y'all. I don't think that our red is going to make it. Despite getting Terror of the Peaks, I don't think it's going to make it. Do we want to splash? I don't think we can. The double red is too risky. The Roman Ghostlight did not wheel, by the way, but we got one in the next pack, so that's pretty good. I will take the Protege and toss it in the sideboard. Another Battlements. That's 4 Battlements. And a Steward. We're definitely not going to play all of those. 80? Wow. And all the mythics that got passed to us were just crazy. Alright, so, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. We need to have... Let's see, that's 13, so we need 4 more of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 17 lands. We don't need Volcanic Geyser, so we've got 7 more cards to cut. Now, of these, I think Defiant Strike probably goes. Daybreak Charger can probably go. I like Swift Response and Revitalize. I like Watcher. I like Celestial Enforcer, but do I need 4 of them? They are completely useless if we don't have a flyer, and if we don't have big mana. Vryn Wingmare is also a scary one, but let's take 2 of these out. We've got 3 more to go. Tide Skimmer is good. Aven Gagglemaster is good. Roaming Ghostlight is good. Oh, man. What value? What value? Let's see. We got 3 cards to cut, y'all. And it's the Vryn Wingmare. Seems like it would be really good in our deck because aside from Swift Response, Revitalize, and Basri Solidarity, we've got creature spells. It's all creatures. I think we cut 1 Enforcer. Maybe 2 Enforcers. And I think we get rid of 1 Solidarity. And then we got this. We've got this deck right here. So we've got Solidarity, Concordia Pegasus, Revitalize, Swift Response, Watcher of the Spheres. Lots of 3-drops, some decent 4-drops, some decent 5-drops. We've got a great curve here. Oh, man. But do I want to put the Basri Solidarity back in place of 1 Vryn Wingmare? I just don't think that that's such a great card. Let's see. We could put another Battlements in. We've got 5. Take out the Wingmares. So how many flyers does that leave us with? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 flyers. If we start cutting Vryn Wingmare... Going wide with Basri would be really nice, but sometimes we just don't have time for that. Maybe battlements isn't the way. Maybe it is. Cuts down on slow. It gives us some pretty good aggression stopping stuff, but... I mean, worst case scenario, we play this turn 3, we're going to be attacking for 3, maybe? 2, maybe? I feel like on curve, it's not great. But is this deck designed to go off on curve? That's truly the real question, isn't it? Definitely think that we could drop a few 3-drops here. And I think that battlements is it in favor of a couple more 2-drops. So where's our 2-drops at? Daybreak. Oh no, not a Celestial Enforcer, sorry. Daybreak Charger can pump up some flyers. What do we got in blue? We got a Wishcoin Crab. Got nice stable mana. Burn Bright would be a fun splash red for, but we don't really want to do that. I think that's the deck, though. What do you guys think? I'm going to go ahead and put a screen cap of this in the Discord. You guys let me know what you think of this deck, and then I will let you guys know how it does. Alright. Where were we? Yeah, from game 1. Game 1, where we're obviously going to go and suffer a humiliating defeat. Oh, wait. Poop. I had a thought, and the thought was... Man. Yeah, let's keep it the way it is. See how it goes. We can change it if we don't like how it goes the first couple of games. Stay tuned for the Wheel of Names. Keep in mind, everybody, if you guys are stopping by for the first time, drop a follow, have a chance at a Double Masters Pack giveaway. Check out my YouTube, drop a subscribe, makes you eligible too. This looks good. This looks quite good. Alright, so let's play an island and play Watcher. Haha! Take that! That's right. Worthless! I think the efficient use of our mana here is to go ahead and play the Enforcer. And if he kills our Watcher of the Spheres next turn, no biggie. We get 2 Mistral Singers out of this. That's pretty nice. Ooh. Or we can get 1 Roaming Ghostlight. We'll return that to his hand. Swing for 5. Nice little tempo play there. Don't pause. Don't pause, chat. Now, if he has another flyer, we can tap it. Good old tappa. Cool. Okay. Very strong. Much strong. Yeah. So that's how we drafted it, and that's how it worked, and it worked out pretty well. I like it a lot. Anyway, back to our sweet draft deck. This is where I say it's sweet, and then I get my ass beat real quick. Hey man, like I said, and I tried to stress it in Discord, but sometimes it doesn't come through in chat. I am totally fine. This is not like a repeated, oh, I just can't make it, or something like that last minute. This is just life getting in the way of Dungeons and Dragons. And to be completely fair, I am very fortunate that it doesn't get in the way for me more often than it does. So I got you guys. You guys relax. You have fun as much as you can at that small child's birthday. And we'll just, you know, keep doing what we do. We're going to keep this. This has got a pretty disgusting curve. Boom, boom. Maybe another flyer along with Vryn Wingmare. That would be pretty fun. Let's see how it plays out. Play an island. Next turn we'll play a plains and the Watcher of the Spheres. Oh, I forgot to mention, the mug of the stream this evening is my sweet-ass Nintendo mug that I got the other day because I love her. Watcher of the Spheres. Celestial Enforcer. Question mark? Ooh, Celestial Enforcer, land. No swift response at the moment. That or he was passing the turn the entire time. Oh man, look at that. That's real good. Okay, let's do Vryn Wingmare first. And then we'll do Watcher of the Spheres. And we'll just send 4 his way. It's pretty good. And now we just hold open mana. Yes, my spells cost 2 more now, or 1 more now because of our Wingmare, but in the end, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. Basri, huh? Whew, for a second I thought I had a little network error there, but it seems to be working. Cool. Yeah, make yourself a 2/2. So I can cast this and still leave mana open for... Let's do this. Bounce the Selfless Savior. What's up, Avery? How are you doing, bud? Good to see ya, as always. Nice. 3 is the shit. Do we just want to go ahead and tap that? Alright. Cool. Blue-white fires does it for us. Sorry it's not D&D. I was really looking forward to tonight's session, but unfortunately, like I said, people have lives, and sometimes that gets in the way of D&D. It happens. Ooh, let's be a Chad and get a 750 quest here. Yeah. Aww. Well, we're not going to complete that quest doing this draft, so we'll have to do something else later. If you guys had not heard yet, we are quite close to affiliate. Without having ever really tried. I'm pretty excited to know that now, though, because that's super cool, and I never thought that I'd get there, you know? So if you guys have anybody that likes Magic the Gathering, that likes D&D, that likes nerd stuff, and maybe even future WoW stuff once Shadowlands drops, please tell them to give me a follow, as I look forward to playing more games on stream. Alright, now, we did this last time, deck. Please, no more lands. 5 lands is perfect. Just, from now on, no more lands. Yes, yes. Okay. Draws a card. Not ideal. Let's do this. Let's attack. Cool. He might have a dub, or maybe equip it so that it has an enchantment that gives it +2. No, he's got a portcullis fine. Okay. What do we want to do here? I have a feeling that the Watcher of the Spheres days are numbered. Let's get the Falconer Adept out there, because we can still cast Roaming Ghostlight next turn if we have to. Alright. What do you got? You got your 5 mana destroy target creature. Ooh. Nope. We're sending that back to your hand. Okay. Let's do this. Let's Roaming Ghostlight that back to his hand. Yep. Sure. Basri's Solidarity plus even Gaggle Master seems quite good next turn. Let's see, that'll be 2, 6, and then 3, 4, so... Ooh, okay. Sacrifice a creature. Probably this guy? What do we do here, you think? I think I want to draw a card. Let's play this. That's a sorcery, right? So we should definitely keep attacking. Okay. Cool. Okay. So if he plays the Blood Glutton, I don't think that we attack with the Falconer Adept here. Ooh. So he can block 2 things. I can't play the Blood Glutton anymore. So he can block 2 of my flyers, which means that the 1/1 gets through. Doesn't have... Which means the 1/1 and the other 1/1 gets through. Really depends on what we draw here. Alright, so we got enough to play both of those. No, that should go second. And... yeah, let's go ahead. He has to block both the Mistral and the Watcher. And the Falconer. Demonic Embrace is good. Is he gonna rope me? Is that what we're doing? Seems mean. Excuse me. Even if you draw it, you don't have anything to play. Good game. So, let's talk about some of the synergies that we had in that game that were really, really effective. Obviously, early on, Watcher of the Spheres beats down for, excuse me, all the flying creatures that come into play. It's really good with Falconer Adept, because you can at least get +1/+1 every turn. Tide Skimmer also came into play big time for us, at least should have. Eventually, we would win the card advantage war here just by attacking with 2 or more flyers, not including Tide Skimmer necessarily, and drawing a card each time that happens. So, hey, you know, that alone is super strong. Last but not least, I'd say even Gaggle Master kind of made it so that we could take any counterattack that they had just by getting 2 life for all of our numerous flyers, and that was really strong. Top decking another one was just gratis. You know, it would have allowed us to get him a little bit bigger, allowed us to have more fun. We wouldn't have attacked just because we didn't want the life gain, but still, pretty good. Is that 3 wins, I think? Cool. Yep, 3. So we're almost at break even. We break even with 5 wins, so 2 more wins. So 3-0 so far. Blue-white, one of the surprisingly easier archetypes to draft, just because a lot of people ignore blue and white. Because there's not a lot of removal. You've got Capture Sphere, you've got Swift Response, you've got the uncommon that turns it into a 4/4 Angel, but I mean, if they've got something like huge across the way, that's worse than that. Or you can turn your own dudes into 1/1 Angels. Still, it's all really, really strong. We're going to mulligan this because we don't have any blue. That's worse, but at least we've got something. We'll keep, and we will get rid of probably Basri here. And we hope that we draw more stuff. Because we don't necessarily want to play the Charger yet. We want Charger to be like a pump spell. So we want it to come down and +2/+0 one of our flyers, which will hopefully be Mistral Singer here. That's my preference. But we'll see how it goes. We need to draw a blue, which our deck was giving us tons of land before. Don't screw us this time. Okay. Alright, so it's going to be a Wingmare, which is fine. That's something. Alright, so here I think we go ahead and Singer. Or, yeah, Singer. And we know attack. If we draw a land, we can go Gaggle Master. If they attack, we can Swift Response on our turn and swing for 5. If we draw a land, we can actually swing for quite a bit more. Okay. We'll just keep playing flyers. And no attacks. Okay. Hmm. We don't have any, you know, handy-dandy spells coming from his side because he's tapped out. If he wants to swing with the Larcenist, we'll block with our Charger, I suppose. Okay. That is a rare that regularly wheels its way around the battlefield. Let's do this. Gain some life. While he's tapped out, we'll swing away. All we need is one more mana, and we can Gaggle Master. If he attacks with his ooze, not such a big deal. Okay, one of my singers goes away. You got it, pal. Okay, so let's do this. Let's Swift Response the ooze. And then we can swing for 5. If they want to keep trading, then or racing, we'll play the Gaggle Master and gain 6 life. Okay. Not a bad card. Ooh, he wants to race. Okay. So here we can Watcher of the Spheres and then draw a card, or we can Aven Gaggle Master. It's getting pretty close to the bottom here. I think this is the better oh wait, no, because we'll have to play Skyscanner. I still think that that's ultimately a better play. We'll play this. We'll draw a card. Ooh, that's cool. And we'll play another one of these. And here we'll just swing for 4. So we've got a couple of chumps. We got a couple more flyers. We got life gain next turn. That's fine. It's not going to save them, unfortunately. So we will block here. And we'll take that many. And then we will swing for lethal. He sees it. We don't get to show off our Gaggle Master. But we were pretty safe there. Up to gold. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure where the highest we've been as far as draft goes, but gold seems like it. We don't draft that much. So 4-0. Undefeated so far. Sorry if you guys thought you were tuning in for some D&D. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. How's everybody's evening going? I mean, aside from Avery, of course, who's nothing as always comment. Makes me really sad for you, pal. No more beef Wellington? Ugh, I'm sorry. Again, the mug of the stream is a new favorite of mine. It is a Mario Brothers cartridge mug, and it's super nice. Okay, let's see this. This could hold stuff off for quite a while. In the meantime, we play threats, so let's do that. Excuse me. So red, white. Okay. Igneous. Alright. That's also a good draw. If he wants to pump to give me 3 damage, that's fine with me. Because we're going to swing back for 3 ourselves, you know, so. Alright, so with 4 mana, I actually think right now the better play is to play another Celestial Enforcer. So, let's attack. Let's play another Celestial Enforcer. And next turn we can watch her Tide Skimmer in the same turn. Gotta be efficient about our mana. Good tea. Tea is good. In my belly. Yum, yum, yum. Now we have the tap down. If he starts burning our faces off with certain things, that's okay. If he destroys one of our flyers, that's okay. Celestial Enforcer, as long as he doesn't kill 3 of our flyers, is a powerhouse here. Being able to tap target creature at any point is pretty darn good. No blocks. Wrath of God. Valorious Steed, eh? Alright, so let's do this, and then we can do this. So then for the next combat... yeah. So here, I don't want to play Wingmare yet, because I'll get 2 extra damage out of it next turn. We're going to put a stop on his attack step, so that we know we can tap some big boys. What you thinking here, buddy? All right. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we're going to tap down you. And we're going to tap down you. We could take 6. That's okay. No blocks. So let's do this. And next, we'll swing with those guys. It's not lethal yet. So they've got some stuff. Let's be able to block 2 things. And end the turn. I'm not so worried about those guys. They are big. If he's got some sort of trampling spell, that would be pretty good. But I'm pretty sure that that's at sorcery speed at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he's got some trixies. Trample isn't typically the forte of red and white. And if it's the forte of red, it's temporary. Like they give it and then you sacrifice it. Or the creature comes into play, it has trample, but you sacrifice it at the end of turn, that kind of thing. Okay. Do you have a shock? No shock. If he has a shock, he wins the game. Okay, he doesn't. Cool. So that... Isn't that even money now? It's even money, guys. So we got 1,600 gems and 4 packs, which is more than what we spent on the draft with our blue-white flyers deck, which is straight gas. And the wonderful thing about it is so much of it is common. The only outstanding uncommons that I can think of are probably the blue-white 2/2 flyer, makes everything cost less, and whenever a flying creature comes into play, it gives it +1/+1. Even something or other. I'll show you guys. I got 2 of them. And when the first one got passed to me, we dropped what we were thinking about doing and went with that. But sometimes it happens that you just don't get the cards. This is a big keep. We've got good flyers that we can play early that give us good advantage, and then we've got abilities to pump it. We've got Basri's Acolyte, give us some life gain. We've got Daybreak Charger. It's pretty good. Oh, and then we get a turn 2 drop? Sure. That means we curve out pretty well if we draw a land here. So that's going to be the deciding factor as far as whether or not we draw a land. We need 1 more plains, though. So that being true, I think we go ahead and go for the Sky Scanner here, searching for that plains. Didn't get it, and that's okay. I don't think we go too aggressive here. Good news is, next turn we've still got a Daybreak Charger. Friend Ring there is also kind of good. Alright, so I think we play Daybreak Charger. Go ahead and get in there for 3. It wasn't very efficient, but it's efficient, you know. Okay, cool. So here, we can play Acolyte. We'll do that and that. That'll get it out of some fancy pants range, and we'll swing for 4. Scorching Dragonfire range, I should say. Next turn, we Singer. Daybreak Charger. Making some pretty good trades here. However they decide to act. Drowsing Tyrannodon. Okay. Doesn't have Defender, it's a 3/3. It's pretty strong. But here we go. We'll play that. We have a Swift response, which is pretty cool. And we'll just swing for 4. Seems pretty good. Oh wow, it just scoops. Okay. Fair enough. And that's 6-0. We got an ICR, a Seasoned Hollow Blade. That should be close to 200%. Yeah. Once this puppy hits 200%, we'll get some free wild cards. We're sitting on 1,800 gems in 5 packs. And yeah, here we go. Oh, man. Hey, you remember when the Heroic Raid used to be on Saturdays? Those were the days. Way back when. This is you guys' first time in the stream. Welcome. Please join us more often. Drop a follow, hang out, and be entered into a giveaway for Double Masters. We go first with this hand, which is not terrible. It doesn't have the land we really want, which is an island, which could really set us up here. If we get mana screwed out of our 7-0, whoa, double mulligan. We might just be okay. What?
I killed a bear.
Oh, you can't kill bears. Bears are nice. It's not a nice bear? Oh, well. Ooh, excuse me. My girlfriend killed a bear, y'all. What a Chad. Island one time. Fuck. Here we're going to go aggressive. I know I normally save this, but yeah, I've got a girlfriend. Imagine that. Someone like me with a girlfriend. Isn't that professional? We'll toss the Wingmare down. You never know. We might draw a land next turn and want to Basri's Acolyte both of these bad boys, which would be super fun. No, we won't block that. We got 2 in the air. Now, do I want to do that? No, what I want to do is Watcher of the Spheres. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And then we will... What does this guy do? Yeah, we'll all attack. He takes all 5 of it. Wow. Okay. He's leaving his Concordia Pegasus this time, though. I bet. I bet. Yep. Alright, so... I think this is a nice time for Basri's Acolyte to pump up our flyers. I think that's the key choice here. And... yeah, I think we'll keep on attacking. Good game. And that's 7-0! 7-0, guys. Imagine liking girls in 2020. Sorry, I got distracted by ranking up. Wow, that was a really good draft deck, y'all. Hey there, everyone. I just wanted to say thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please drop a like and subscribe for future content. If you want to join me live, I stream Tuesday through Thursday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/nakedseamus. If you like Dungeons & Dragons, you can also join me on Saturday nights from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time while I DM Waterdeep Dragon Heist for my degenerate friends. Finally, if you're considering donating or subbing to my Twitch, I ask that you go to autism.org and make a donation there instead. Again, thanks for watching, and farewell for now.